till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
You don't call on me, brother.
You guys don't know this song. You don't call on your brother? I unmuted that on purpose. So everyone could hear that. Well,
We're terrible.
hey, people of the interspace. Whoa, calm down. Okay, we're banging on things. Calm yourself. Knocking stuff over. This isn't good. I am so excited and ecstatic to be here again. It's been a long week, and we've missed you all dearly, and we're glad to be back.
Yes.
This is Man in a Tub. I'm Eric, and I am joined to my immediate left by Mr.
Kyle.
Mr. Kyle.
Mr. Kyle.
Mr. Kyle, I'm Jeremy.
I'm Trevor.
Hi, Trevor.
And I'm Nathan.
Our special guest.
Hi, Nathan, the special guest. How's it going down there?
It's okay. I'm the only one not against that wall.
Oh, okay.
Well, we don't want to forget our special guest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Kanye.
Kanye.
Hey, don't get ticked, Kanye.
Hey.
Hey, Kanye. He doesn't like
Hey,
the
Kanye.
banana video.
What do you think of
Kanye,
that
do you
guy?
do you like fish sticks?
No.
No, he doesn't like the fish sticks.
Yeah.
What do you think of that guy with the bananas?
Huh. He doesn't like the banana
No.
video either. Well, yeah.
For those of you listening on the podcast, we have Kanye here. He's not going to be talking much, but
We didn't have an extra mic.
right.
Yeah, he's just silent.
Not that he has much to say.
He smiles.
And then he doesn't
He
smile.
got it all out at the VMAs this week.
That's
You
true.
know, he
It's
did.
true.
He got it all off of his chest, and he feels better about it. So, yeah, since I unintentionally
just go for it.
segued into the VMAs, let's
just
talk
go for
about the VMAs. Yeah, so the VMAs happened on Sunday, and I recorded them with my TiVo like a sane person, and then I live tweeted them like an hour to 2 hours after they were over.
I
So-
enjoyed seeing your thoughts afterwards on things that I'd already seen. So
Yeah.
I appreciated it.
Yeah, it was like a weird late commentary on things. But they gave Kanye the Vanguard Award. And
When he announced he's running for president.
well, wow, jump the gun. Yeah, we finally got there.
Okay, for those of us
Sorry.
who don't aren't hip up on the jig, what does the Vanguard?
Would you like to use any more?
I assume
quoting-
it means he's taking the black.
No, I mean, when I think Vanguard, I think of like something like Game of Thrones or something. You know,
It's a
the main
destiny
force.
thing. It's like a destiny thing.
Oh,
That's what I thought about. I was like, oh, well, actually.
They gave him an award for a terrible game.
No,
Cool story.
It's. I think that's like a made up award that they came up with this year. Or maybe they've done it before,
No,
but it's
it's-
for like the career life, kind of like a lifetime achievement.
I believe
type
it's
award.
called the Michael Jackson Vanguard Lifetime
Okay.
Achievement Award.
There
or
we
something.
go. So, yeah, Taylor Swift presented it to him, which was, which is funny because Kanye gets up there and just starts like kind of antagonizing MTV, being like, first he just keeps repeating, "Listen to the kids, bro. Listen to the kids, bro." Like, and then he says something about how MTV kept running this promo that Taylor Swift was going to give me an award, so you guys would tune in. Just listen to the kids, bro. And so he kind of rambled, and he kind of he says stuff, and sometimes I'm like, maybe he's onto something there, like maybe I can get on board with what he's trying to say, but then he goes off on another tangent, and I'm not really sure what he's trying to say. But then someone from the crowd yelled out Kanye for president, and that was like a few minutes before he actually says something about that. So I almost think they put it in his head. And then he kept pausing, and then he'd like hold his arms over his head, and he's just like, oh, just quiet and like getting emotional. But you could tell he was processing what he was going to say next. But someone yells that out, like probably at least 2 or 3 minutes, maybe even longer before he says something. And he's like, well, as you probably tell, this is leading up to me announcing that I'm running for president in 2020. and it's funny.
Dropped the mic, by the way.
Yeah, and he leaves
Like,
his
literally
he
dropped
leaves his
it. Oh my
award
gosh,
on.
he
He leaves his award on stage too, because
Awesome.
and so it's just one of those things. It's like I don't know. You know, he's talking about like we're the generation that we're not gonna give our kids low self-esteem, and all this stuff. And I thought about that more today, and I was like, you know what, like aren't our generation, isn't that the generation that was always told we could do anything? Like, I don't even know what he's talking about, because we were the generation that was always told, like, you can be anything you want to be. Like, so I don't know what he's talking about exactly.
Reading Rainbow.
I guess the only thing I can think of is maybe it's like, oh, well, we just make our own luck in a way. Like, this is a generation, we're just going to do our own thing and people are going to accept us. Maybe that's what he's talking about, but
generational
If it's
pride
in a
thing.
book,
yeah.
you can take
I
a
thought
look.
that a lot of it just seemed like it was. I mean, because he started off and it seemed like it was kind of rambling, but I think what he was getting at was, everyone's talking about that Taylor's given him the award, and he famously cut her off at the VMAs, like, what was that, 3 or 4 years ago or something?
It had to be longer ago than that.
Was it longer than that?
Yeah,
Man, time flies when you're having fun.
exactly.
But I mean, anyway, it just kind of seemed like he was talking about how, like, all the different things that he's done, and the fact that he said something about his opinions, and like that he had opinions, and the fact that he had opinions, it wasn't given to artists and stuff. I don't know. There was a lot of stuff that he said, and I liked a lot of what he said.
Did you now?
In it, yeah. I
You
don't
were
know.
Inspired.
Maybe it was because everyone else in the room was like, "Shut up, Kanye, get off the stage," and I was like, Let the man speak.
I mean, they did give you an award. You should let him speak, I suppose. But there was a lot of other weird things at the VMAs. Like, I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it. Maybe they have, and I just wasn't paying attention. But like at the end of Justin Bieber's performance, when he was flying like Peter Pan, and he
That was like the one part I missed.
and he comes down, and it's at the end. The song's done, and he just kind of bends over and is like starts sobbing. Like, he just starts crying. And like, obviously, like, Justin Bieber is kind of like, I think he's in this weird state of wanting forgiveness for being ridiculous and being a tool. Exactly. And I think he's really desperate for people to just accept him and forgive him. Like, because like Comedy Central did a roast for him a while back.
It was amazing.
And it was good. And you could tell he kind of had this more contrite attitude about it. Like, it wasn't like, I'm so cool. It was almost like this, I realized that I've kind of made a mess of this, and
Yeah.
I want you guys to like me again for my music and not just for my persona. And so anyways, he's like crying, and it's this moment where you're kind of like, okay, what are they going to do? Are they going to keep the camera on him? Like, are they going to, and Miley comes out, and of course she has a joke planned already that was probably written about something like, hey, Justin, call me when you're legal. And like, it was the stupidest joke. It would have been dumb either way. But the fact that she just couldn't, like, she's such a terrible host that she couldn't take a minute to like address what was going on. Like, there was a serious moment happening, whether you cared or not, but she just delivers the joke anyways. And it just like, people are kind of like,
It's the Disney training.
Yeah. It was just like, you don't like, they could have had like a real moment, like if it was a good host that could have like interacted with it. But yeah, I don't know. What do I know? I'm just an old man.
Does Bieber need a hug?
Did you catch the fact that like the opening act with, what was that, Nicki Minaj and Taylor Swift, that was totally lip synced?
Oh yeah.
Like, the whole thing was lip synced. Good job, ladies.
Well, and
Good job.
they were squashing the beef though with that performance. weren't
Yeah.
they?
Oh yeah, they were
Because-
squashing that beef that was probably planted 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
To make this feel like a bigger thing.
Well, but it
Just-
was funny because when they announced it, they said it now. Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus is what they said. We're gonna perform a song, and I was like, oh, okay. And then when it goes to that part of the song, whatever, it's Taylor Swift. I'm like, what the heck? Did the announcer screw up? But I think it was like trying a way to trick people, so it was like a
Right.
surprise. So
Well, and then Taylor decided to lip sync her Bad Blood song with Nicki Minaj, which was totally, not intentional, right?
what?
That's what I mean. It started with the Nicki song, and then it went into Taylor Swift's song about bad blood.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
that wasn't planned at all.
Yeah, but I mean, it was lip synced, and that was good. But I tell you what, The Weeknd, that was a really good performance. It's like little MJ up there, little Michael Jackson dancing and singing. Anyway, so that was your VMAs report.
The rest of the table is bored.
They're like, I'm going to fall asleep now.
What's going on?
What's going on in your neck of the woods?
That's
exciting. That's real exciting.
Cool. That's really cool, Trevor.
No, I'm excited about Metal Gear. I'm
Metal
should
Gear,
be.
Metal
You're
Gear
not?
Solid 5.
That's
Metal
where you
Gear
would rather be
Solid
tonight.
5. That's totally where I'd rather be than anything.
Let's just end the podcast now
Sorry,
and go
guys.
play Metal Gear
See you
Solid
guys.
5.
Drop mic. We're out. Go play.
I guess we're on Twitch.
Terrible.
We could play it and they could watch.
If I had
We're gonna
internet-
really phone it in next time,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna have one of us play video games, and you can watch us. It's gonna be great.
It'll
Yeah.
be a great audio podcast, that's for sure.
Actually, if it was Nathan, that would probably be the most entertaining.
Oh gosh, Nathan and video games mix gloriously.
I could only imagine the things he would shout.
Do you even want to hear some of those stories?
Oh gosh,
Yes. Yes,
Should
we
we do a
do.
Nathan Fable story? We should totally
Yes.
do a Nathan Fable story.
Please.
Nathan plays Fable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which story should I tell? I got a bunch.
Whatever one.
Any of them.
Just
Just
one
give
of
me
them.
one.
Oh, people seem to like this one the best. So I was trying to be the most evil I could be throughout this playthrough,
Naturally.
naturally. And I had already made myself king. So I wanted to still be evil, but I wanted people to like me regardless.
Best story ever.
So I walk into this shop, and I see the shopkeeper doesn't like me because it pops up. It tells you that. I don't know how that translates to real life, but whatever. And I go up to talk to him, and I suddenly find money. And I'm like, oh, okay, money. And then I go and I talk to him. He sends me on an errand. I go to do the errand. I come back to talk to him, find more money. I start the conversation. He still doesn't like me. So this repeats like 5 times before another guy comes in and watches it and goes, why are you stealing from that man? I didn't realize I was reaching into the register right in front of him.
How come you don't like me?
That's pretty good. Is that the end of the story?
Yeah, that's the end of that story.
That was me crudely attempting to give you some theme music with the Fable soundtrack.
Oh, I didn't realize that was what was going on. I
It
thought
came
someone's
in at
phone
the
was
end.
going on.
It came in at the end.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
But
Good
yeah, so
story.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid.
Metal Gear Solid V.
Metal Gear Solid V.
V
is
has come too.
The Phantom. Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
Is Kojima like?
Tell us.
Is he playing jokes on us with this V? Or is like maybe not a joke, but he's like kind of playing with the whole Roman numeral 5 and V. Like, is it Metal Gear Solid 5 or is it Metal Gear Solid V?
It's 5. Kojima
Yeah.
always does these weird things.
Maybe.
He's just like,
He's
yeah. I don't know. He does this weird stuff.
he does this weird stuff.
He's Japanese. I mean,
Total. Wait, what's that have to do with anything?
That's totally racist.
That's like
no.
We already determined that Japanese have the best education when it comes to toilets.
yes.
And bowel movements
They
in
have
general.
well, it's the Chinese that are horrible with escalators. So see, Japan's great. You know,
We're sorry for your loss.
I was gonna say that's such a terrible joke.
but funny.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid though, if you haven't played the game yet, it's
You
fun.
It's
Did you get your bear farm yet? I mean, your bear zoo yet, Eric?
No, I haven't even found any bears
You
yet.
haven't found any
I
bears.
can't.
I'm gonna laugh really hard if you never find bears. For as excited as you were about those bears.
I Fultoned three sheep to my mother base. though.
Explain the Fulton for those that have not played the
A
game.
Fulton is like a hot air balloon you can attach to things, and then it floats them up into the sky. Remember in Batman,
Batman's
Ark?
good.
Was it the
Batman, Dark Knight, the Dark Knight, right?
Dark Knight Rises?
No, I'm sorry, it's the Dark Knight.
no,
It's the Dark
the
Knight.
one where he. Oh yeah, the one where he goes to
China.
China, and he puts that thing on the one dude in the skyscraper, and it's like a balloon, and it like pulls him out of the building, and a airplane picks him up. So it's kind of like that thing.
Mm-hmm. Except a little more cartoony.
But you can like attach it to whatever for the most part, and it'll just suck them up in the air.
So if I want to like collect a pile of rocks,
not
I
that.
could-
No,
I
not
couldn't
you
rocks.
can't
fold
just
in
fold
rocks?
anything.
Could you collect individual rocks?
No.
Well,
That's what I
okay.
was
So
wanting.
examples of what we can get: a bear.
Animals, people, eventually weaponry, like
Eventually.
like you have to
Like
upgrade.
you find
have
So
a
the
tank and
game's
you can
not
you can Fulton
complete.
it.
No, you have to upgrade your Fulton.
Oh.
Your Fulton at first can only get people and like animals, and then as you upgrade it, you can get
wouldn't
like
those be heavier than guns?
no. I'm talking
These
about like
big guns.
artillery, like
Oh,
shell type
okay.
guns or something like
Like gun placements, like
Yeah,
anti-air,
like
flak
Can you
guns.
can you get a tank?
yeah. You can.
What about a
Fulton
helicopter?
tank.
Can you
Alright.
Fulton a helicopter?
No, but you can Fulton cars and
You
The
can
helicopter can just
or
fly
Jeeps, I
itself,
guess.
Jeremy.
Can you
fold
fold
But
in a metal
not if it
jacket?
doesn't want to go there.
huh?
Huh?
Nothing. Sorry, we're doing
Oh.
this little thing, and
He asked if you could Fulton a metal jacket. Nathan did.
Like full metal jacket?
Yes,
Oh,
that was
Okay.
my joke.
oh, okay.
There you go.
There's
We're done.
puns and things. in there.
Did you say there's puns of things in there?
Yeah. Boo! You suck. Gosh
There
dang
it
it, that's
is.
my first.
Wait, was that mine or his?
That was
not-
that was
mine.
mostly his, because yours was just an attempt, and his was
complete failure.
Okay.
I don't know what it was.
Okay, but Metal Gear Solid 5 is probably it's one of the most highly rated games to come out since probably The Witcher, which is crazy that we've had 2 games this year already that have been very highly critically acclaimed.
It's the year, the next gen or the current gen now, I guess.
Yeah,
So
they've finally got it figured out. They're finally releasing some stuff that's worth your time. But yeah, this game is one of those things where you can really do a lot of crazy things. Like, so let's say you see a soldier, and you Fulton him to your base, right? It's called Mother Base.
Is he suddenly working for you?
Yeah, he works for
He's
you.
a slave.
You're the boss. No, you're the boss.
you
No,
pay
that's
The
slave
big
labor.
boss.
You steal him and then you pay him.
Yeah, so it's not slavery.
So it's
So, anyways, he's on your base. You can actually go back and see the
Human
person you
trafficking.
got, and he respects you. He salutes you, and he says, "How do you?" And then you can grab him by the back of the neck and slam his face into the wall, and then he'll get up and go, "Thank you, sir." And like, and he's very
I take it you've already done
oh
this.
many times.
and this doesn't impact you in any negative way.
no,
No,
it
actually,
boosts
makes
morale.
It makes it better, yeah.
yeah,
because you're a tough leader.
yeah.
See,
They want to
I'm-
spar with you.
I'm
They
in
respect
favor-
you more.
I'm in favor. I like just going up and just punching him in the face once, not like completely knocking him down, but just whap, and they're just like, "Thank you, sir."
So I was watching these
Okay.
guys walk on the stairwell, and there was a guy at the top of the stairs. He was just about to step down to the first step, and I just shot him with a tranquilizer dart in the head and watched him tumble down the steps. But you can't kill him because then you fail. Like I threw one off into the ocean, and it was like mission failed.
Wait, how does
But-
the mission fail if you're in your own safety
Because
net?
you're killing a
you-
good person.
But-
it's I don't know. It's just the way the game handles it. So don't do that.
But if you're in your own mother base,
It just
and-
resets you back.
It's
to
like
where you were.
Batman. No one dies.
But yeah, right. Let's not even get started on
Die
that.
all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things where the game is equally stupid in all the right ways as it is equally like just a technical feat. Like that the fact that all the systems work together, the open world and the
Well, and
Cinematic.
it
the
gives you so many
jazz.
good moments, like you'll like flying in your chopper and you get out, and then after you're done with the mission, you could just run out and blow everything up, and then your chopper comes in shooting stuff, and then you're just like, I'm gonna get out, time to go home now. I don't know.
on the
I thought
fact that
this was a stealth game.
Well,
apparently it isn't.
It is,
It's-
but it's how
it's-
you play it. You can
yeah.
play it not like a stealth
See-
game if you don't care
Well-
about your rank and stuff like that.
yeah. And
See,
Metal
now
Gear
that's how
Solid,
I play games.
Metal Gear Solid's always been they definitely encourage the stealth route, but they've always been like, you can kind of approach this any way you want to, because they've got like silence guns, non-silence guns, all sorts of stuff.
You can get a machine gun that
Grenades.
shoots rubber bullets if
Yeah.
you just want to like take people out but not kill them. and you can get cassette
Well, then you
tapes.
could Fulton them all.
It takes place in the 80s, so there are cassette tapes. And you can go get the cassette tapes, and you can upgrade your helicopter with the loudspeaker. You can find a cassette tape that maybe has the song, I don't know, Man-Eater from the 80s.
Kids in America.
Yeah, put it in there and just start blasting that and, like, just fly into some enemy territory, just blasting Man-Eater.
Could you do Ride of the Valkyries? Like in Apocalypse
yes,
Now?
they do have.
I think that's in there. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, if you're playing it on PC, you can import any song that you want, any MP3.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Me too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I got a song that'd be really good to import in.
Oh yeah.
Yes, don't have no time for first sex. Just tell me one more time, girl. I'd rather lie or die, girl. No more time for first sex. Yeah.
You have raised Trevor's ire, and for that I am grateful.
Always grateful.
Cayenne thought it
I
was
really want to see a video of you playing that game with that song just blasting as you're going into a mission.
On
flying
repeat.
it. I'm just like,
Shoot, guys.
yeah. It's,
Oh, you could be on the
That-
minigun, just like
Yeah.
slow motion.
That would be amazing.
oh man, I got to make that happen. Yeah. So there's that. There's a game.
So
out
Metal
that
Gear
we-
Solid
we-
5 or V, whichever you prefer is out.
Yeah. Whichever you prefer.
Whichever you prefer, 5 or V. I mean, you take your pick.
There's a V in 5.
That's true. It's all there.
Yep.
Anything else going on with anybody?
I burned my hand this week
Why?
Don't do that.
because Hy-Vee pizza is not good when it's the
you heard
large.
it here first, folks.
It's the large flatbread, right? So we got the large flatbread one.
Frat
The
bread. Is that like
yeah.
frat boys?
Yeah,
Pizza?
it's the worst. It's the worst.
Is it made out
No,
of
so-
Limp Biscuits?
We went to put it in the oven and we
Oh,
didn't have
Limp
a.
Biscuits.
I'm sorry, you say frat bread, and that's what immediately pops into mind.
Nailed it.
Go on.
So anyway, we put it. I don't even know why I'm telling the story. now.
Instead of yeast, it's got crunched up roofies.
Yeah, frat bread.
Seasoned with cheap beer.
Seasoned with freshman girl tears.
That's
We're gonna lose our
sad.
PG rating.
I think we're already past that point.
I think that's about all. I burned my hand on the rack when I was
on bad
pulling
pizza.
the-
Great story, Kyle.
Well, it kind of fell flat.
Like the bread.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Anything else going on? Nothing.
No.
I wound up on the bus system today.
Oh yeah. How'd that go?
I went over to the Sprint store to give them more money for my phone.
So you can get calls and stuff and texts.
Yep, those things.
Cool.
But
They're important.
yeah, I wound up grabbing the wrong bus home. I took the 18 towards Bergen, and he told me I wanted the 2. And we got to Bergen Mercy, and he goes, "Where are you going?" And I go, "Downtown." "Am I on the wrong bus?" "Well, you were. We're going back that way now. It'll be about an hour."
Nice.
So I just sat and chilled on the bus for an hour.
At least you didn't have to pay extra.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you have any interesting characters that you ran into?
Not terribly. I did see a couple people being picked up from high school. Nothing terribly interesting happened, though.
How was traffic? Any traffic issues?
It's what you'd expect for like between 4:30 and 6:30.
Okay. Anyone else have any traffic issues today?
It wasn't today. There was actually yesterday.
Oh,
So,
okay. Well, I'm trying to
I know how
underhand
you're
it to you.
segueing. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Don't get
So
into traffic on a
so
Segway.
you could. So in some people know we're in the Omaha area, and
Omaha Metro.
there was this gentleman who got in a car accident yesterday morning about 7:45 in the morning.
Did you witness it?
I didn't witness it. Did drive by the area, deal with the traffic.
Did you see the car?
No.
Okay.
So, but here's what happened, or what we found out later happened. It was really interesting. So this guy, the police, is a single car. He just crashed his car. And the police were like, wait a minute, we know this guy. They, like 2 days prior, his girlfriend, wife, whoever he's living with, called the cops saying, hey, my boyfriend's stabbing himself. Get over here because he's stabbing himself. Okay. So he realizes that she called the cops. So he takes off and disappears. So the cops are looking for him. Can't find him. It's Omaha police, but we love you guys. Couldn't find him. So they're like, okay, well, we can't find him. Don't know what's going on. He comes back home, and he severs his hand.
Like
Completely off.
Completely off.
He cuts his hand completely off. And, of course, then the girlfriend calls the police again and says, he just cut his hand off.
Did he get away this time?
And he got away again. And that's when he crashed his car.
Because he only had one hand.
Yeah, because I guess he was driving with one hand. But I just thought that was really interesting. This is
Maybe
the world
he was
we live
texting and driving.
in. Not anymore.
Why?
That would have. Yeah, that wouldn't have wored
Why
if he was
do we
texting.
Know, do we know why he cut his hand off or why he was stabbing himself?
I don't know.
Huh.
Tom Cruise using witchcraft on me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey!
If
Logical
Oprah was
answer.
only there. Yeah, so that happened.
All right. Well, watch out for people with bloody stubs driving.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
It is.
Yes.
So was he like? I'm just curious which hand was he driving?
So
with the
wait,
stub?
he was driving as he was like getting
After
away
he already-
from having just chopped off his hand.
After trying to get away from the cops catching him at home after he chopped off his hand.
Presumably still bleeding profusely.
Right.
Presumably, yes.
And you can imagine that he was bleeding from also the stabs that he.
He stabbed himself
Received.
multiple
Yeah.
times.
The
yeah,
stabs.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah, but those would have started to clot after a while.
Were those
maybe.
So the stabs was the first. I mean, were these the same day? Like within
It was within like a 2-day period.
Okay.
So I think there was the
Okay.
first day he was stabbing himself, and then he decided to cut off his hand.
Well, it sounds dangerous.
Yeah. So
No.
don't cut off your hand and drive.
It's dangerous.
That's
It's
really what the
dangerous
kids
for
are
your
doing
health.
these days.
Keep that
I
in
mean,
mind, yeah.
texting and driving was like just, too passe.
and now when you text and drive with only one hand, it's disastrous.
Especially when you get
Hey.
repeat offenders.
It's way cooler. Yeah, repeat offenders. I see what you did there.
Oh.
All right. So, anyways,
All right. Well,
Polar
I guess
bears.
if that's all,
we're
we got
going
we
back
got some
to
stories.
bears. We got more bear stories.
The Bears are taking over the world. I tell you what. There's
Bears.
so in the
Bears.
Arctic.
Can't win a game, but
There is a team of unarmed researchers that apparently this is big news. This is on CNN. 5 hungry polar bears have surrounded a team of unarmed researchers at a remote outpost in northern Russia. They said that these Russians are supposed to be helping with like weather and like they're meteorologists and an engineer, and they're supposed to go out to the ocean and like help with being able to forecast weather and stuff. And because they're out there, what's so funny? What's so funny over there?
Nothing's funny.
Nothing.
Oh, just keep going.
Nothing.
Oh, we're
Keep
listening.
going.
We're listening.
What's happening here?
shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
Keep going. with
Just
your
go.
bears.
It's fine. It's just the chat. Someone's speaking Hebrew in the chat. And
Oh, okay.
we're
Shalom.
trying to
man,
communicate.
We're
Don't
cracking
just
wise.
leave me hanging
I'm
here.
sorry.
Hello to you,
Shalom.
Shalom.
everyone watching.
Shalom.
I don't know anything else.
That's how they say hello and goodbye. You're gonna think
He's-
you're gonna think you said hello goodbye.
We said hello,
Maybe.
goodbye, hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye. It's
Maybe.
okay. Hello.
So-
hello
Hello,
again.
hello.
All right. Well, these bears have
Bears.
basically trapped these people in their research place. They're not able to leave because the bears are hungry
And they want to eat the people or the
I
people's
guess
food,
they've tried
or-
scaring them off with flares, and it's not working. So these people are just trapped with these bears
They
because they
tried
don't
to
have any
scare
weapons.
The bears with flares.
Why would
Yes.
they not take
This is a
guns
Dr.
down
Seuss story.
Why would they not? What, Trevor?
Why would they not take guns down there? I mean,
I
They're
don't know.
researchers.
Yeah, they don't know how to shoot guns.
it's like
They're
it's like
liberals.
somebody going out into
Wow,
like
broad strokes.
I don't know liberals.
Those liberals don't know how to fire
Gun
an
hate
arm.
liberals.
Save the bears.
I feel like this is John Carpenter's The Thing reinterpreted by Dr. Seuss.
Yeah,
It
but
could
with
be.
polar bears.
so bears,
Could
that's
be.
awesome.
So yeah, they're saying that with
What is
some of the
this? Is this
melting
the
away
research
ice. I don't know if that's the research house. Is that what that is up there?
That would be a really cool research house. I'm thinking.
I'd research.
I
things
believe
in
that's the research house. So they're trying to go out to the
Cool.
ocean. They're getting stalked.
Yeah, watch
by
out.
these bears.
Watch out for bears, okay?
I tell you, bears, they are a menace to society right
yes,
now.
they are.
They're
It's
not
like-
in society. They're.
It's like a weekly thing that we've got a bear story here.
That's true. Well, but the earlier bears were cute and cuddly.
The only
and
thing I
eating
don't
dog
have is
food.
a sound effect of bears growling.
How do bears growl, Nathan?
We got a comment on chat though. Slendy Revived said they're Russian. They don't need guns.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
That's a good call
No
there.
I go
Kalashnikovs for them.
I go punch bear in nose. Hang on.
If that was the case, they wouldn't be trapped.
Exactly. I think those Russians are just being babies about it.
Yeah, jeez. Go
Why is
punch the
this
bears.
research facility manned by babies?
No one knows. It's the way that the Russians
Didn't
operate.
you see
though.
Baby Geniuses?
Unfortunately.
No.
All right, so Taylor Swift. Other news on Saturday night, there was a ticketless man that somehow got
A
in.
whatless man?
He was ticketless, so he didn't have a ticket.
Ticketless.
He didn't have a
Okay.
ticket to get into the show. This was at a San Diego baseball park, and he got in, and he got out on the field, and basically got to the stage, and on the side, it took 4 different guys to tackle him. This 26-year-old.
He got all the. Did they know he was getting that far?
You
or
can
did
see
he
the
sneak
picture there
in?
up in the top. The top of it there is where the security guards are taking him down. There were a couple of security guards, a couple of policemen. In fact, one of the security guards has a broken rib because of the incident. And this guy must have really wanted to get to know Taylor, and this is the best way to get to know her is while she's trying to sing, right?
Just-
That is
wanted
a
a
true
hug.
fan.
I can't count how many times I've heard people tell their marriage stories about how their husband rushed the stage and tried to tackle them,
And it worked out
and
forever.
it worked out perfectly.
Really? I've heard a lot of those stories.
Yeah, I mean all the time.
I mean, that's how that woman met the dog last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He rushed on stage while she was singing. It was love after
Well,
that.
just replace a stage with a beach
Well,
and
yeah,
security
you
guards
know.
with a shoe.
So not at all the same.
The same story.
Same
Pretty
story.
much.
This is why people should listen and watch weekly, so you can keep up with all of our references to past
Inside
episodes.
jokes.
That's right.
Hey, you-
And if you turn out to be a true fan of us, we don't even have security guards.
Yeah.
so-
yeah.
We probably just scream.
Yeah.
All right, so there
Get
you go.
him first.
Statutory. So there.
What?
I don't know. That's what you yell, right?
That was it. That was it.
20 years ago.
Okay.
All right. So I mean, if no one else has anything else they want to add to this Taylor Swift, I've got
No,
one more
sir.
story that I really am anxious to share with you guys. I found this randomly.
The RacketReport.com brings us this story.
I know it's hard
Oh
to believe.
my gosh.
People are
A
already
Wyoming
reading
man.
this.
A Wyoming man was found with 30 eyeballs in his anal cavity.
What kind of eyeballs?
They were cow eyeballs.
Oh my!
You see,
So they're large.
You
'Cause
see
the
this
cow
man-
How
eyeballs-
irresponsible! He didn't even put them on a string of rope.
well, here's the
Oh
thing.
boy.
This guy works.
Oh no.
Just get it out, Kyle.
I'm trying. Okay. So he
Come on,
works.
You can do it. You can do it. Get it out.
He works at a slaughterhouse, and he got pulled over by the cops, and he stepped out of his El Camino. That's what he was driving.
Of course.
Several eyeballs slid down his right pants leg onto the road. And so, feeling that they had a potential murderer on their hands, the police quickly drew their guns and cuffed him.
This guy's got a bunch of eyeballs in his
Well, he
pants.
So he works at a slaughterhouse, and he's employed as a butcher. And he told the police that the company won't let him take animal scraps home with them, and instead decides to toss them into a landfill. So he thinks that this company that he works for is very wasteful, and he should be allowed to take the scrap meat home. So he has been smuggling them out because he thinks that the company needs to be more green, and he said they don't even have a recycling at the plant. So he has been smuggling them home Where was it? I saw a number. I think it said that he had like several thousand eyeballs that he had smuggled home over the past few months. And he had...
What's he doing with the
Just
eyeballs?
the eyeballs. I'm wondering if they're like valuable.
So... But the biggest reason that
Like
he got
delicacies.
arrested was because he was driving under the influence. His blood alcohol level was 2 times higher than the legal limit.
He was coming from work?
I don't know. He may have stopped off to get himself a brew before
With
he went.
Oh, I love
eyeballs in
the
his
image of him
pants.
just stopping in a bar with the eyeballs up his butt.
Can I read this quote?
Yes.
I enjoy eating bovine meatballs. Smuggling them out in my colon was the only way I knew how to get them out without potentially getting caught and fired. So I got a bunch of bovine meatballs up in my butt.
Mike.
He's eating these things.
Well, this is the other part that's
Were they
hilarious.
in a baggie, though, at least?
I put them in soups, he says. They're beneficial for erectile dysfunction, which
Sure
I
they
currently
are.
battle.
That's because they're in your
But I
butt,
also-
pushing up against your prostate.
But I
That's
also
the only way to help his erection.
wait.
Oh, no.
But he also just likes the texture and taste. My concern is, I mean,
well, he probably added some texture.
I'm guessing he added some taste there.
Oh, boy.
I gotta wonder what makes him think that he. I mean, it's the slaughterhouse. It's not like the White House. It's not like he's gotta like. I mean, why doesn't he just
Stick him in a bag like
Stick
a
him in a
normal
bag.
thief?
I mean, why does he just go to the butt like instantly?
Yeah.
He's just
I'm
like-
more curious.
Put him in my butt.
He didn't want the gooks to get him. He had to stick it the only place he knew he could keep it safe.
I'm more concerned with how he got them there. Like,
They're pretty
Yeah, I
slimy.
mean, is he just standing there on the
like,
assembly
I
line,
gotta go to the bathroom, guys.
pop it in there?
Whoop, just as they
So-
come by. you know?
Okay,
Self-lubricating.
here's my problem with this.
Just one? You've only got one problem?
No, here's the first one.
Okay.
They're animal parts. They're biodegradable. You put them in a landfill, they're just going to decay. That's as green as it gets.
Get eaten by rats.
There you go.
I forget what my other one was. I'll come back to it.
That he stuck them up his butt?
Yeah,
We've
that
already
part.
covered
and took
that.
them home to eat them?
We've already
In
covered that.
soups.
Yeah, and meatballs on pasta.
Just some meatball soup.
Eyeball meatball.
That is, yeah, that's kind of astonishing. I mean, I guess.
So he had so many in there they weren't even fitting in his anus
And
anymore?
they were just slipping out
oh, gosh.
onto the street. And this
Oh,
was
God.
after he got drunk. So,
Well, a little less,
Probably lost some of the-
muscle.
yeah, maybe he just
control.
was a little more
Yeah.
relaxed after stopping at the bar and they just kind of fell out.
I think I crapped my pants.
Nope,
Oh,
just
sir.
an eyeball.
just the eyeballs.
No, it's just eyeballs.
Bovine.
Let
How-
your freak flag fly, R2D2. Beep, beep.
You think he's going to put that on, like, his dating profile on websites from now
I sure
on?
hope so.
I once
Featured
stuck
on-
30 cow eyeballs up my rectum
At one
at one time. I like how this is just the accent we've assigned him.
Well,
He
any.
is from Wyoming.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, that's all the way they all talk in Wyoming.
Well, that's all I had. So, whoever
Go, Kyle,
whoever wants to go
go.
next.
So on a much less surprising note, somehow, Hulk Hogan came out recently and said he would like to be Donald Trump's running partner.
Yes, he would.
Why not?
He recognizes a racist when he sees one, brother.
The article goes into explicit detail that both of these guys got released from their contracts because of racist remarks recently. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. It also says Donald Trump has not replied so far.
Aw,
he probably would be wise not to.
maybe I don't know though. Like,
You know,
Hulk Hogan and Donald Trump on a
I was
ticket.
gonna say
That could work.
Yeah,
that would actually make me want to vote Trump.
I mean, when I
you suck.
when I lived in Minnesota, I did vote for Jesse Ventura, another wrestler. So and he became governor. So
I mean,
all thanks to your vote.
I mean, all wrestlers are exactly the same, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger was governor, and he's close to a wrestler, right? Like he's kind of.
Mr. Universe is a little different from a wrestler.
Yeah, but he's an actor. All wrestlers are actors.
He
That's
wrestled.
true.
He wrestled his own muscles
Yes.
and won.
can you just imagine Hulk Hogan as like, because the vice president does a lot of like ambassadorial, like he's like kind of an ambassador. Can you imagine him like going and representing the United States?
Yes. He's like the perfect representation.
He's over there with Kim Jong Un. He's just like, shape up or ship out, brother.
We'd be like in 20 wars.
Overnight.
you because you're not American.
Yeah, I know.
Goes up to the UN building. Why are you all here? You're not Americans.
Brothers. Yeah. He pluralizes it when he addresses a crowd, of course. Yeah. That's pretty great.
Well, he could have a winning ticket.
I want this to be a movie.
Yeah.
Along the same lines as The Interview, except it's,
It's
Donald Trump.
Starring Hulk Hogan as himself.
Trump and Hogan, 16. The movie. Brother.
What's their couple's name?
What?
Trogan?
Trogan.
Okay.
Oh, so speaking of wars.
Could be Hump. Sorry, Nate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it could be Hump.
Oh, yeah, I like that one better.
Yeah. You would.
Trump 16.
Brother.
So speaking of wars, this is what's going on in Austria right now. You may have already heard about this one. They're having record highs in Poland.
Uh-huh.
And
Temperature-wise?
marijuana's
Temperature-wise.
legal,
Okay.
temperature-wise.
Okay.
And people are unacquainted with this level of heat. So what the Auschwitz Museum has done is they've installed a little sprayers to keep people cool.
Oh, no.
And a lot of people are going, you want showers at Auschwitz.
Oh, no.
That's really insensitive.
Oh, boy.
Except, in Polish accents.
Yeah. Huh. So, I mean, it's like they're being thoughtful, though, because it's hot. Mm-hmm. They were someone was really proud of this idea, okay, Nathan?
Yeah.
Someone was like, let's put these little sprinkler things out there. It'll be great. People can cool off. It was a long time ago.
Never really happened.
Actually, in Germany, it's a crime to suggest the Holocaust never happened.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I realize we're talking about
they're in
Poland now.
Totally fine.
Anyway,
Totally cool.
And we're in America.
the museum has gone on record saying, we understand why people are getting upset, but it is so ungodly hot, we are not taking them down right now.
Yeah. Man, that is it's kind of a weird, I don't know. How do you argue that one?
I don't know.
Okay. Showers. Showers in Poland.
So you want to hear about someone who's not going to be getting a shower?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, boy.
President Obama is going to be on, what's that guy's name? I'm suddenly Bear Grylls Running Wild.
Oh.
The celebrity show where he takes them out into the wild, into
For
the
2
wilderness.
days.
I'll just point out another bear story.
Yeah, another bear story.
Oh, yeah.
Could be.
Bears.
But it's a bear man. So
It's a bear man.
So is he I don't know. I guess
I love this show, by the way.
yeah, Jeremy's obsessed with the show. But Obama
He does like to get naked on this show, doesn't he?
No, but he likes to
Or was that his
he
previous
likes
show?
he likes to drink urine and eat worms and other things.
Cool.
But is this just like the future of like presidential status is like you have to be celebrity alongside with being the president? Like,
Gosh, I
I mean, you have to go to talk shows and do all this stuff. It's just weird that like our president is going to go spend how much time with him? Like
2 days.
2 days?
Well, I think he's already. They recorded it while he was in Alaska this last
Oh,
week.
okay. So he takes 2 days
But it'll
off
show this fall.
to film a TV show. I mean, I don't know. That's like someone
And-
criticizing you for taking vacation, not
But
at your job. But still, it's just weird to me that's. I mean, I just don't. That wouldn't have happened in with other presidents in the past.
Well,
but-
Reagan was a celebrity before he became president.
Well, that's true. He was an actor.
Right.
But I think the
He
thing
played
that
a pretty good president.
this
Yeah.
might actually
I was convinced.
Fooled us all.
We're all fools.
this might actually hurt Bear Grylls' show though.
You think so?
Oh.
Yeah, because
A lot of Republicans like this show.
no, the big deal about his show is that they're out there with no safety net, and it's just the two of them and the camera person, and they don't know what they're getting into. The famous person doesn't know what they're getting into. Only Bear does. He comes and picks them up in a helicopter, drops them off somewhere, and then they have to like hike for 16 miles up and down ravines and, in different types of environments that are questionably unsafe. And who's going to believe that he took the president out in the Alaskan wild for 2 days where he was potentially unsafe? That's not going to happen. It's the president of the United
Secret
States.
Service was probably around.
What if just for one episode the Secret Service was the camera crew?
Yeah.
I'm sure they probably were.
Be really nice. Be really well shot.
Anyway.
I don't see that being a huge problem if it's not the most dangerous thing that Bear's ever done.
Yeah, but the interesting thing
just a
about
gimmick.
but the interesting thing about Bear versus all these other like survivalist TV show guys is he's known as the guy who actually does it for real.
Because he drinks his own urine.
Exactly. But he's done some significantly more dangerous things, like spent 14 days out in Africa by himself with just him and his cameras and different things like that. So he's like, who is that guy who got killed by the stingray with
Steve
the
Irwin.
animal guy?
Steve Irwin.
It's like the Steve Irwin of survivalists.
Mm.
So I think it kind of might ruin his image. This
Nah.
wait a minute, it's not all real.
No, because
he's done
this
some other
is
stuff,
him
though.
taking people that are celebrities or famous or whatnot. So the
No,
fact
but
that he's
that-
taking the president and the fact that the president is doing even some of that, I don't see how that necessarily hurts him.
All right.
I mean, obviously it's not the same kind of trip that he probably would normally take with a celebrity, but I don't see how that would
But
necessarily
what
hurt his
parts are you
image.
calling out as being fake, though? I guess that's really kind of where it comes down to. Like, what's
Do you think they're going to let the president
drink his own
repel down the side of a cliff with a makeshift carabiner and knot that he tied, saying, "This isn't the way you're supposed to do it, but since this is the tools we have, we're going to do it this way"? I don't think they're going to do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I'm
They're
sure
not gonna
it's
do that.
probably. I mean, it might. Maybe I don't know. When
There's
does
like
this
a
air?
big old
when
airbag.
does it air? When will we find
Sometime
out?
It's later in this season. Sometime
Scroll
this
down.
fall. They don't have the actual. I don't think
Is
they
it-
have the actual release date on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
I did see on Twitter a picture that the two of them took a selfie together.
Sweet.
Aw.
Yeah, they normally do this filming at night while the other one's sleeping thing. Yeah, it's awkward.
Well, we'll all tune in for that. I'm
so
sure.
there you go.
At least Jeremy will, and then he'll hate Bear
Actually,
Grylls' show forever.
I'm feeling like maybe I'll skip that episode.
Why?
Well, because I watch
You don't
it.
want to promote the president because.
It's not about promoting the
gun
president.
control.
It is. Yes, that's exactly. It was more about climate change, really. But
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
climate change isn't true.
no, climate changes all the time.
Dragons are not true.
Dragons are totally true.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go.
So having covered that, this next video, this isn't actually news. This is from a couple of years ago, but I found it and I thought, okay, this is interesting. So this is an OSHA officer shows up and he's inspecting the site, and just watch what happens.
Who's in charge today? Huh? Who's in charge today? How you doing? I'm in the state of Oregon, Oregon OSHA. Looks like you got a little bit of a shoring problem going on.
A shoring problem.
Well, he can't be down there.
Okay.
How you gonna get him out?
Showing or what? Jim, just unhook that thing. Sorry. Watch it.
You want to see why he can't be down there? That's why he can't be down there.
Still sheets, you gotta go in.
Okay, you got to get him out. And I hope you get him out soon.
Now they're Russian. They're like, not Russian like in the previous story.
They're hurrying.
Yeah, they're hurrying.
What fell?
Expediting
What
his-
fell in the hole?
The hole fell.
Something that he was standing on.
I think part of the wall fell in.
Oh, okay.
That's what the shoring problem is.
And this is gonna hold him?
Long enough to get him out.
He makes it.
Oh.
Yeah, the rest of the video is just him trying to find who's in charge.
Wow. Okay.
But I just found
That's
that
a deep
funny.
hole. Look at that. There's cars right there.
Yeah.
Just
And they
straight
dug this
down.
in about 3 hours, I think they say.
Wow. So it's funny that OSHA shows up and then
It's
Hey,
supposedly,
what
I
are you
guess, he was
doing
like
down
just
there?
driving
See, that's
by.
You should get out
just
because you're gonna fall in.
Oh man.
I just like to imagine OSHA goes around with the power to cause destruction wherever they see it could happen.
they just call it out. They're prophetic.
Told you that was gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
Probably could have predicted the Bears would have attacked.
Yeah, that's true. So there's an ongoing drama with Jimmy Kimmel and YouTubers. YouTube gaming, we briefly mentioned that. Was that last week or 2 weeks ago? That
I think it was last week.
I'm wrong.
Which they were.
I don't know.
They were streaming video. You know, just like Twitch, you can stream video gaming on YouTube.
It's kind of okay.
Jimmy Kimmel, obviously, you know, I mean, I'm not saying he let's just say he doesn't, you know, necessarily get it. Like, why would you do that? And so he, this was earlier this week. He aired during his monologue. I'm just gonna play the video, and it's a couple. There's gonna be a couple videos, and it's better just to listen and watch.
Right, because here's a little bit of insight into my life. About 3 or 4 times a year, sometimes more, sometimes less, a large group of people bands together to get mad at me. And sometimes they write letters, sometimes they tweet, sometimes they march. There have been marchers. So on Friday, I talked about YouTube Gaming is a new YouTube platform on which people who play video games can watch other people play video games. And of course, I made fun of this because there are people watching other people play video games, which to me seems ridiculous. But apparently I touched a nerve because I got an avalanche of mostly misspelled vitriol over the weekend. We posted this video to YouTube, and it has more than 52,000 thumbs down, which is a lot of thumbs down. When it gets to 60,000, the police put you in protective custody. So this is the most disliked video we've ever posted to YouTube. And we've posted thousands of videos to YouTube. And the comments section is absolutely incredible. Well, let's go through some of these. These are real comments from you stupid fat boy. I guess that's me. People love watching people play video games. You're just mad because you will be jobless in 1 year, you stupid bearded gorilla. Next one, Smurfy JCK. Yeah, effing kill yourself, you ignorant F. It's clear you have no clue what you're talking about, you irrelevant old man. You're most probably just salty due to all these gamers and entertainers making more money than you. You need to accept what the world has come to. Some people enjoy watching sports, some enjoy watching esports. Stop hating.
Esports.
Get your balls, tie them with thick fishing line, and jump off a cliff while your cat's in a blender, and the blender is being used to brush your teeth, you sarcastic mong. Sincerely, the entire gaming community.
You've got to give that one credit.
Wow.
That's good.
That statement. And I'll tell you, every once in a while, someone comes up with an insult I've never seen before. Like this one, Jimmy, you're a effing egg. Okay, so I'm all right with that. A lot of people wish death on me over this. This one, go hang yourself with that fat string of bacon in the kitchen, you effing degen. I think it's short for degenerate. But then on the other hand, a lot of people opt not to wish death on me. They just wanted me to catch a disease. And this guy said, get cancer. Get brain cancer. That Jimmy Kimmel video is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Get AIDS, Jimmy Kimmel. Well, thank you. Some people attacked my wife, my daughter. Others came up with analogies. A gentleman named John Gomez says, yo, Jimmy Kimmel is an ignorant S. Watching streams is the same as watching NFL or NBA on TV. He low-key got me pissed. Zach OC says, yo, why did Jimmy Kimmel make an episode about NBA when he could just go play basketball? SMH. What is SMH? Oh, all right. But that's a questionable analogy because I'm not in the NBA. If I was in the NBA, I would go play basketball. I definitely would. Here's another. This guy says, so I guess watching football is dumb because I could be playing it instead. Huh? At Jimmy Kimmel? Yes, it is dumb, actually. Watching people play football is dumb. I do it every Sunday. I know it is dumb. The guys I watch it with are dumb. They're all a bunch of dumb guys. But watching people play video games isn't like watching people play football. It's like watching people play fantasy football. It is one more step removed from human activity. You understand? This, I thought, was the weirdest analogy of all of them. This is how this guy defended watching videos about video games. He said, why watch porn when you can go have sex? Exactly. Why would you watch porn when you can go have sex? Thank you, Fluffy
Solid
Guy
defense, I
958.
suppose.
That's valid.
Anyway.
proved his point.
People got so very fired up about this. Why, I'm not sure, but I am an open-minded person. Maybe I'm missing out on something. Maybe it's a lot of fun, though. So if one of you wants to invite me over, we can watch people play video games together, and who knows, maybe I'll like it. In the meantime, go outside and play. All right, watch a video of someone going outside to play. Whatever you want to do, but isn't that something else?
So this all started because he kind of made fun of, you know, he made a video of people watching YouTube, people watching videos, and kind of this like, oh, there's YouTube God gaming where you watch God watching people watch games, watching, you know, YouTube game, whatever. And so, which, you know, for one thing, I find it kind of ironic that we are watching this video.
While people are
watching our video. So that's one reason I wanted to do this. But the other thing is that Jimmy Kimmel is now riding this. Like this, he has accepted that the people are mad at him. And so this video got posted, right? And so then people comment on this one, complaining about him. So he follows it up last night with more comments.
We have a very good show for you tonight. But before we dive into it, I want to update you on an extremely important controversy I've found myself in the middle of. It's probably the most important thing going on in the world right now. If you watched our show last night, you know that I have enraged the world of video gaming. Video gamers are mad at me because last week I made comments about YouTube Gaming, which is a new platform on YouTube where people who play video games can watch other people playing video games. I suggested that watching other people play video games is a double waste of time, and it turns out I was wrong. I was very wrong. It's a great way to spend time. So we posted this video of me saying this to YouTube, and we got a lot of angry comments. I read a bunch of them last night, so then we posted that video to YouTube and got a lot more angry comments today. Now, before I read these, I do want to say not all of the comments were angry. Some were reasonable. A few were even nice. But most of them were not. So, for instance, here we go. Jimmy, I hope you get AIDS. Please just end your life, you fat, hairy nerd. I bet your kids will end up watching YouTube gaming videos instead of you. Please GTFO of YouTube and just drink some bleach, you degen F-word. I will 60 and your whole family, including your effing cat. Thanks for your time, you F-word.
That one's good. It's almost like you got every
I have a cat. For the record,
single thing from the last video.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is another one from Super. There are a lot. So buckle in. What an ignorant a-hole. Just goes to show you how narrow-minded this idiot is. I don't know what's more annoying, listening to what's coming out of this guy's mouth or the sheep audience laughing along at the worst humor ever. That one's on you guys.
That's us.
Yeah.
Now they're attacking you.
Shame on you, Nathan.
Okay.
I3 Lays Paddock says, if you were on life support, I would plug it out and charge my phone. This one is original, at least. This guy says, go F a pigeon. I actually would rather watch a video of someone else effing a pigeon, if you don't mind. Justin writes, Jimmy Kimmel, our priorities are in order. He's still packing away more bacon than Hormel. Well, sir, if you're having a problem with our customer support, you can dial 1-800-EAT-AD, my guys. What I'm trying to say is you're fat. I'm not going to sugarcoat that because you'd probably eat that too. Mike, this guy, Dave, came at me pretty hard. Jimmy Kimmel, what's really ridiculous is watching someone who thinks he's a good comedian and host. Wow, that one hits me right here. Take it easy, Dave. This is one from a guy named Shelton. Jimmy Kimmel, you say there's no point in watching people playing video games, yet people watching a spelling bee on ESPN is okay? Let me think about that. Yes, that is okay. It is okay. Next person says, Jimmy Kimmel, you small-minded bell end. I looked that up, by the way. It's not nice. What if you can't afford to buy the game, so you have to watch someone else, or if you're stuck in a love? All right, that does make sense if you want to see what the game is like, to decide whether you should buy it. It makes sense to watch it. I will give you that. But now they become cryptic and menacing. This is from Ham Sandwich. You just effed with the wrong community. But
that
Ham
sandwich, he's
how
mean.
can you be part of a community if you don't leave your house? Jimmy, You literally just offended millions of people to make a couple 100,000 laugh for only a few minutes. So many people are already calling for a formal apology, and your head on a platter. You're playing a dangerous game. Jimmy just made a terrible situation even worse. I specialize in that. I dare you to start your car in the morning. And this one takes a more subtle approach. This one says, die, 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 die. Jimmy Kimmel, die, 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 die. 19 more dies after that. You know, you'd think I insulted Justin Bieber with these kind of tweets. I'm going to let you in on a little secret about me. I love making people mad. After pizza, it's probably my favorite thing. But this, I feel terrible about. Last night, I was up all night screaming. Ask my wife. It was horrible. So I've been approached, and I'm going to sit down with people who care very much about this topic, and I'm going to be open-minded. I will give these gamers an opportunity to show me what is fun about watching other people play video games, and then I will make a decision on whether this can continue or not. If I don't like it, I will shut down Twitch. I will shut down YouTube gaming. I have that power. One more word out of you little rats. No one will ever watch people play video games again. You understand?
Oh, no.
So, anyways, I know that was long, but I feel like it's so topical because, like, I remember when, like, Twitch was first kind of at its peak, and you kind of have these Let's Play videos and things. I was just like, what? I didn't get it. You know, I don't get it. But I got on board pretty quickly. Like you realize that even in like gaming journalism specifically, and I think it's changing to go kind of across all journalism. People are attracted to the personality, so they respect the person that's playing the game because of their personality, and then they respect their opinion. So it's kind of this interesting thing of, you know, people respecting someone's personality and their opinion on games and what they like to do and their humor or whatever it might be. And it's not necessarily about just watching someone play a video game. It's identifying with that person. And so, I mean, he makes a lot of funny jokes, whatever, and he got a lot of I think it's funny that he's just kind of riding this thing, and I'm curious where it goes. But I really kind of just like the weird inception of watching him talk about this live while other people watch us talking. I really like that. So
here's what I don't understand. People are getting upset as if he made a moral judgment about this. He just said he didn't get why you do it.
Well, and he made fun of him in a video that he produced.
Yeah. That's what he does.
Yeah. That's what every late night show host does.
They should be happy he did it.
Yeah, because it's brought a lot of attention.
Exactly.
For mainstream audience that had no idea what that even was.
For what it's worth, I looked up Belland.
Oh, yeah. Someone in the chat looked it up for us, too, and they kind of repeated.
Who looked that up for us in the
that
chat?
was Slindy Revived.
Yeah. I'm not sure I got the right spelling because I can't read that from over here.
Uh-huh.
So what I turned up was a last name of Icelandic origin, meaning one with long toenails or one who has more hair on the left side of his head.
That's exactly correct. Okay.
That's what Jimmy said was too unkind to stay on.
No, it's not correct.
No, that's not correct.
It's a part. Let's say it's a part of the male anatomy. Think bells. So, anyways,
all right.
Ironic segue. No.
Yeah, ironic segue into bells. That's all I got. So, Jeremy, what do you got?
It is an ironic segue because my first story is it's about things that you can sell.
What's that?
Things that you can sell that are
hang on.
Yours.
How is that ironic?
You'll find out.
Oh, I get where he's going with this.
All right, so
okay.
Donate.
You could donate blood plasma, right?
Yeah,
right. That's
everyone
like
knows it's on the screen.
I know it is now. He just does that.
I'm getting ready for you
right there.
The story.
Anyway, there's
People
a lot
listening
of
can't see it.
There you go. There's a lot of things that you as a person can sell. You know, Planned Parenthood, they're trying it.
You can,
but
semen.
Yeah, semen. That's right. So if you go down into the article a little bit, it talks about some of the different
Let's read the title.
Well, that's kind of the catch at the at the end.
Just tell us the title.
I'm getting
The
there.
listeners are dying to know.
Stop interrupting.
He's teasing
so
this one out. He's
rude.
teasing this out like 80s hair.
Yeah. So one of the things that you can donate is you could donate a testicle. And
Wow,
it's
that's
got
a
a
good payout.
$35,000 payout. So
That's nice. Ladies.
I heard you could get a lot more when I was in high school. Maybe the market's gone down for them.
Yeah, there's just
that
you know,
happened in high
It
school.
used to,
Really?
No, it used to be like 50,000 or something. was what I
testicles
heard.
have just flooded the market.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking
that and cow eyeballs. It's really easy to get your hands on these days.
cow eyeballs are definitely. Well, I mean, this article goes through different things that you can sell. The first one being probably the most common, which is selling your blood plasma. I did that in college. It was nice, little extra cash, $20 to $40.
Yeah.
And it was good little extra money. So then you move up from that, and you can sell your reproductive cells.
Okay.
Women, $5,000 to $10,000 per donation for eggs. Sperm payouts more like $30 to $200.
It's harder to get an egg.
That's not necessarily.
That's not true.
It's just sperm is more easily produced. You get like a couple eggs
okay,
for
I gotcha.
thousands of sperm.
Okay, that is true. Here's one that I think might be worth trying. Have you ever wanted to take an extended vacation? 70 days of laying in bed.
You have to lay in bed for 70 days.
70 days straight. This is a NASA deal.
Wait,
so
NASA? Wait,
NASA.
Wait, NASA is taking the testicles?
No. They're doing the laying in bed for 70
another
days.
one that you can earn money for.
I was
it's not
so
all,
confused.
Yeah,
it's not all
no.
combined.
I was like, is this a
Not all
Spaceballs
combined.
reference? I'm not picking up on.
That would be
Oh,
awesome.
you beat me to it.
Sorry, Nathan.
But $18,000 for laying in bed for 70 days.
Jeez.
That's
To
a
what
pretty good payout.
To what end?
So NASA's using it to research what happens to an astronaut's body when they're going through space and being weightless, which
Okay.
basically means if you're laying in bed for 70 days, you're getting a little bit of muscle atrophy happening. So I'm not sure what the damage would be to that, but anyway. And the last one, of course, it's actually someone who did this on an episode of Cheapskates, which is a TV show, a Las Vegas man. He did medical trials first. That got him $750. And then he found out that he could sell his testicle to a medical facility, and they replaced it with a artificial one, so he wasn't, half sacking it.
cash money.
And $35,000. I mean, a man of a certain age, you don't need those anymore, right?
What? Testicles?
Yeah.
No.
Are
they doing? What are they using them for? Like for people that want one, or like to test
For other people
Is it
that
cold
have
then?
glass
not
ones?
sure.
Oh, okay.
Not sure. However, he bought a car with it.
All right.
A Nissan 370Z. I don't know how you pronounce it.
And next time on TLC's Extreme Cheapskates.
Oh, there's a pun in there somewhere. I just gotta find it.
Just keep digging.
But anyway, if anyone's interested in how to make a little money on the side,
This laying
Right
in
or
bed
left?
thing for 70 days doesn't sound too bad. Oh, this guy playing Rock Band, like laying down, looks kind of uncomfortable.
I have to.
Did he take it for a testes drive?
Better luck next time.
yeah.
Ooh, you suck.
There it is.
It's tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought if anyone was looking for a way to make some money,
Okay, cool.
I'm not, but okay.
Another thing that was mentioned this week, I'm really excited about this. I heard they were doing a trial of this for a couple of months in a couple of select markets, but McDonald's breakfast, right?
Uh-huh.
They just announced breakfast all day,
Really?
all over the U.S.
You have my attention.
When are they starting that?
This is kicking off this fall.
They got rid of that gross burrito I like, though.
That's part of it. They actually got rid of a whole bunch of things. They used to have that like Black Angus burger. It was supposed to be the better burger. They got rid of that. They're getting rid of a bunch of the chicken wraps. They're basically trying to say, hey, wait a minute, we can't do everything. We need to stay to the core values of what McDonald's is. and stick with their kind of traditional Big Mac and.
In other words, the
standard
stuff
food.
that they can microwave that much faster so that
Yeah.
they can get people through the line.
Sorry to jump back, but Slendy on the chat said for $70 for both, sign me up.
70,000
or 70,000.
70
Sorry,
grand?
70.
Yeah.
Yeah, 70K. It's a good deal. Yeah, yeah.
Nobody's gonna know.
Sell them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The link you put in here, Jeremy, doesn't work. It just goes to the Wall Street Journal. So
Awesome.
You must. Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, there's
job.
McDonald's is going to serve food, breakfast food.
Breakfast food all day.
All day.
So
They-
anyone done that? Like you're
Done
like
what? Eat breakfast food? Yes.
no, like you're
Yeah.
like for some reason I'm really in the mood for an egg McMuffin or something like that, and you're like, oh wait a minute, it's already past 10:30, and you're like, oh, can't get one now.
Yeah.
It's always a bummer.
I feel like this might be them
So-
trying to make up for the fact that they completely snubbed Burger King's idea.
They're
That
trying
could
to
be
make
it.
up for
Yeah.
it. Sorry, we were big giant jerks with the McWhopper thing.
Here, have some eggs.
But yeah, so I mean, I gotta admit, I am looking forward to be able to, have like a.
Jeremy's just gonna
Canadian
eat
bacon
McDonald's
egg
breakfast all
bagel
day, every day.
sandwich.
Do they still have the hash browns? Those things are delicious.
They
Really?
are,
You like-
yes, soaked in grease. They're amazing.
Wait,
That's
wait.
why they're delicious.
We're about to have a dispute here again. Trevor, you don't like hash browns?
I like hash browns. I don't like McDonald's hash browns.
Why?
I like
Trevor,
mini hash.
Because
why?
they're so bland.
Do you prefer Burger Kings?
What?
What?
Wow, I do not know where that music is
That
coming
was
from.
amazing.
What was that?
I don't know, but it was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty.
That was like,
Oh, it was. Never mind.
yeah.
It was the
Stupid
next
idea.
story coming up.
boo.
You
So, yeah, what's wrong with McDonald's hash brown? I mean, I guess
don't
it's
know,
just
they're
like a
just kinda-
fast food hash brown. So.
I don't know. I guess they're not. I mean,
More like a potato cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see, ideally for me, I wouldn't need anything for a hash brown, but like, I need ketchup for their hash browns because they don't have much flavor to them.
I will say,
And they always
There's
seem
not
like,
enough salt on
That's
those,
what-
Trevor?
They're always like
Salt isn't a flavor.
Hot
It's
Pocket,
a
too.
salt thing.
Whatever. That's a salt thing. You're right.
Just kidding.
It's like,
salt thing.
I don't know that I like that they had that weird burrito where they just like threw some American cheese and like a cut up sausage patty on it, and then they like potatoes and stuff in there, and then I just throw the greasy hash brown right in there and just wrap it up and douse it all in salsa, and that was good. But yeah,
See-
they don't have that anymore.
I think I'm one of the weirdos that.
Yes.
Okay.
First step is admitting it.
Okay, more specifically, I think I'm one of the only weirdos who likes the McGriddles.
my youngest daughter loves them.
See, and I always get just the plain old sausage.
Just that's how she gets it too. No cheese,
yeah.
no egg, just sausage.
Well, it's
McGriddle.
because that way you actually taste like the syrup in the bun or whatever it is. I mean,
So it's like a
I
pig
love
in a
syrup
blanket,
in the bun.
syrup in the bun.
right? It's just pig in a blanket.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the
pretty
thing
much.
that I'm hoping the most for. I'm hoping that this will cause Taco Bell to do the same thing
and have their breakfast all
because
day
their
long.
breakfast is way better.
Well,
Are you a defector?
I
Or-
guess. I like that crunch wrap. It's good.
I gotta say, I'm not a big McDonald's fan as far as their food goes during the day. So but I do like some of their breakfast options.
Sausage egg
So,
McMuffin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's like a top one there, and then the bagel egg and cheese sandwich thing. That's pretty good too. Those
Okay.
breakfast burritos.
Yeah, you like it.
I like it.
I get the
but
point. What are
the
you
best-
getting at?
the-
You just took like 5 minutes to explain it.
breakfast.
Okay, we get it.
Jeremy doesn't share food.
Okay,
That's
what are you
Big
trying to
Macs,
say? Let's
and you're not
hear
my
it.
brother.
I want to hear it.
No, but it's the only reason I really go to McDonald's is because they have the best Coke in the world.
I don't know. You can find that Coke other places with filtered water.
It's not.
Jimmy John's has about
It's
the same
no,
Coke.
it's not the same.
Yeah,
And it's not the
yeah,
same.
it is.
It's not the same.
Chipotle has about the same Coke
Not
too.
the same.
Yeah, it
Qdoba?
is.
Yeah.
Chipotle.
Not Qdoba anymore.
They don't?
Because they have that freestyle thing, and that thing is garbage. So
Th-
I
Those
love
are
the
garbage.
freestyle.
I hate the friggin' freestyle. It ruins the flavor of all the sodas instead of just some of them.
I use the freestyle all the time at work.
Yeah. But I
Anyway.
think it's
Still the best Coke. I'm gonna stick by it.
Yeah, try the Coke. I bet if I got you a Coke from Jimmy John's, Chipotle, and McDonald's, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Sounds like
We should do a blind taste
we
test.
should do.
Yes. By the time
That should
you
be a video.
gather, maybe if we got no ice, it would work. Because by the time we gathered all those Cokes, they could be pretty watered
Or we
down.
We
could
need to find
dispatch
a
3
place.
different people.
Yeah,
I bet.
that's what
I
was
bet
thinking.
there's a place in town that they're all within a block of each other.
Okay,
So what did we say? Chipotle,
Chipotle,
We got-
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's. Yeah, probably.
we got McDonald's
And
and Jimmy
Burger
John's
King.
right next to each other over here.
Yeah, but we need Chipotle.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
70
We'll figure it out.
second.
Moving on. Trevor,
We'll figure it out.
All right.
Lionsgate,
Lionsgate.
the movie production company.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Not the place at the zoo.
Okay.
Oh, they're the ones who do like a lot of B-rated movies, right?
No, they do some.
I think
can't.
Lionsgate's done some pretty classy stuff.
Like
I can't really remember.
Were they
off
the
top
ones
of my head.
behind
Like the-
Secondhand Lions?
like the
Or am I
Power
just
Rangers
making that
movie?
association because of Lions.
I
Okay.
think you're just making a Lion Association.
Power Rangers movie. That sounds like
Anyhow.
not a B-rated movie.
Oh yeah, that totally. Anyhow, they're making a Borderlands movie, which I
What's Borderlands?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and explain.
No, I'm just kidding.
What?
Borderlands, if you don't know, it's a video game and it's pretty cartoony in ways.
Cell
It's-
shaded, maybe.
It's shell shaded.
Shell shaded.
At least I'm not the only one that can't speak tonight.
It's getting to be kind of late. I don't know. Yeah, but it's kind of inspired in ways of like by Mad Max. It's kind of inspired by like some of those like post-apocalypse things, and it's got a lot of crazy characters and stuff. And so I mean,
Okay.
it's very cartoony in ways. So I mean, it's I don't know. I enjoy the humor of I don't know if you've heard of Claptrap. He's a little robot, and
Not to be confused with the Kremling from Donkey Kong Country.
yes, not to be. No, but it's see, this is exciting for me because I find Borderlands to be hilarious, but I know there are
Hilarious.
some people that are just like, this is stupid, and I can understand that. It's kind of a niche thing.
It was an
but-
amazing game.
I love it. I mean,
I didn't find it like a funny game,
Yeah, it wasn't funny to me either.
but it was a really good game.
it had me like, I mean, I don't know. I found it very funny, but and so this is like an interesting thing for me because I don't know if you guys have played Tales from the Borderlands, but I actually am very like, I've only played the first episode of that, which second explanation, Tales from the Borderlands is
Thank you.
the same people who did The Walking Dead, that Telltale Games made a Borderlands game, and I don't know, it's funny. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was gonna kind of be stupid, but
Sorry, that was me.
I
There was an
wonder-
ad
oh, I
playing.
see how it is.
I didn't mean to do that. This is your music where you have to get off stage because you.
And you could probably guess this is leading up to Trevor announcing he's running for president.
I'm more curious what Jimmy Kimball thinks of people watching a movie about video games.
Jeremy, I was going to make that joke.
Oh man, all your jokes are getting stolen tonight. I'm
Except
sorry.
the ones that suck.
Well,
So, anyways, they're
So-
making a movie and Trevor's excited. That's
they're
what
making
this
a movie.
is, comes
Basically,
down
that's
to.
is it going to be based on the game's plot line and storyline, or is
There
it
was a
gonna be-
plot line.
Yeah, well, or is it going to
It's-
like prequel or?
It's
you know,
really early.
post?
I'm. If I had to guess, I'd say it's something completely unrelated.
It's right up there with the World of Warcraft movie that's coming out. There were some like screens that
Oh, gosh, that-
leaked out of that.
All right.
Yeah.
So here's what it's going to be. It's going to be the characters from Borderlands, and you know it's them because they have the same names. Other than that, they're not the same at all. But they wind up going to another dimension that's populated by dinosaurs that evolved into humans, and they have to fight over a meteorite rock.
What is this? Some sort of reference?
Yes,
it is.
Okay.
Wait, am I the only one that's picking up on
I
it?
think you are.
Yeah, you are.
That's the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh my
I
gosh.
never saw that, yeah.
Oh, that's a great one. So, anyways, Babysitter. This one's good, right?
This one is yeah.
Hey, like the last one.
So
Right.
so I believe this is a Omaha local. So another proud Omaha.
I
person.
believe that is the local TV station here.
But,
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy, first of all, I saw a picture of him somewhere, and regardless to say, he's not the kind of guy you would.
Should we play the video or
Let's
not?
play it.
It's a man babysitter.
Yeah.
The headline is
Children needed saving in this next story, and a woman does exactly that.
And authorities in Nebraska City say 29-year-old Glenn Oliver duct taped his girlfriend's boys to chairs to keep them under control.
Now he's the one trapped, facing several
Oh, I
felonies.
see what you did there.
Kids are okay.
Good twist.
And we are the only ones hearing from the hero who made that possible. KETV News Watch 7's Camilla
Only
Ortiz
ones.
live.
According to court documents, Oliver claims he was playing with the boys, but the neighbor who found them gagged and bound with tape didn't see anything playful about it. A Nebraska
Especially
City
the gun
mother
being held
discovered
to their
Sunday
heads.
that sometimes you just have to go with your gut. She'd been here before, but this time was
Like when you
different.
poop.
That I wasn't really feeling all that much.
okay, editor. That was
The
some
woman,
lazy
who wishes to
blurring.
stay
I
anonymous,
just put a
found
square
her
over her whole body.
ages 4 and 6, gagged and duct taped to chairs inside their home.
The duct tape was around their chest, around their mouth. They had duct
getting
tape on their
flashbacks,
heads,
Eric.
America.
attaching them to the chairs.
At first, I couldn't believe it.
Come back to square blurry lady.
So out of character. It didn't cross my mind at all.
Standard
that
said she had
would
too
be
much
something like that.
cleavage too.
She's talking about this man, 29-year-old Glenn Oliver, who was babysitting his girlfriend's kids Sunday afternoon. According to court documents, Oliver told police he was instructed to have the kids watch this movie, Mommy Dearest.
No more hangers!
The affidavit goes on to say Oliver admitted to duct taping the boys because, quote, he was tired and frustrated because they were not minding him and would not calm down.
Sometimes they just act a
Oliver was
fool.
arrested for
Sense,
child abuse
right?
and false imprisonment. The neighbor, now glad she stopped by, and took a picture with her phone, which she sent to police.
Good
She
editing.
Then came back to the house with a plan to get the boys out.
And asked the caregiver if she could take the boys over to her own home to help her clean, and he didn't have a problem with that.
The boys and their 7-year-old sister are okay. They're staying with a family friend. Oliver is still lodged at the Odo County Prison. He has a hold on him because he was on parole at the time of the incident for drug
man.
charges. Brandy, Rob, back to you.
Oliver,
Well, thanks.
classic Oliver.
Well,
So this brings me back. If any of you are seasonal fans of the Tubcast, you might recall Eric and Kyle taping me to a chair.
oh yeah, that was a
Boulevard.
cool video.
Yeah,
That was a fun
But
video.
we didn't use
So-
duct tape. We used like masking tape. It didn't
and
even
I
do
went
anything.
and
It was
Yeah, you broke out in
massively
like
broke out of it. Anyway,
yeah.
because you're so strong.
so strong.
And indomitable.
All right. Well, that was something sad that happened, and you
That
should be
was
sad. I don't know. Maybe those kids just deserve to be duct taped. I don't know. Maybe they were.
I mean,
You're gonna get hate mail now.
I'm sorry.
I
Shouldn't
can
say
send
that.
that.
I'm not gonna
to-
lie.
I wanna
Having worked as a camp counselor, stuff like this has crossed my mind, but I always immediately said
Psycho.
no.
I mean, the gagging was where he went too far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
duct taping
duct
him to a chair, that's probably
That's
all right.
totally cool.
But like, at least put something on they want to watch. What was that terrible movie he was
was
trying to
pretty
make them watch?
Well, apparently, I think they explained somewhere that they had the daughter had been kind of not been disrespectful to the mother, and so he was trying to teach her a lesson. Because
by watching a horror movie.
by watching this terrible movie that's supposed to be about kids disrespecting their mother.
Oh, no.
I'm going to teach them a lesson.
So
Yeah, they learned something, all
Redneck
right.
justice.
So Jeremy, a couple weeks ago on Advice in 60 Seconds,
Whoa.
Advice in 60 Seconds, you said you would not trust a male babysitter. Is this why?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think
that's
so.
exactly why.
Yeah, Jeremy knew. Speaking of advice in 60 seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time again for advice in 60 seconds. Each week, a different tubber attempts to answer as many Yahoo Answer questions in 60 seconds as possible. They must answer with yes or no, but they may use one wild card answer in which they can give any answer that they want. Anything! Wow! Alrighty, so as we stand right now, our record holder currently sits to my right. That is Eric. He had 15 a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I did.
Who's
Watch
it going to
out.
be tonight?
I don't know, but
Who's it
I'm
gonna be
excited.
tonight?
Are we going to call someone?
Oh man, we should. We should just call someone randomly. I think
I know
tonight.
Who should we call? Oh, go ahead.
The
sorry.
Ghostbusters.
I just.
Tonight, I believe our contestant is Trevor.
Trevor. Now this is
I like how
Trevor's
unhappy
second
he sounded
attempt.
there.
Is that correct?
Yes, this is everyone has gone through once.
Does that mean I don't get to go again until someone beats my
Yes.
record, right?
No.
No.
No, you get a chance to beat your own record.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Trevor, you're up. Are you ready for this?
Are you ready?
I'm as ready.
Yes
as
or no answers.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you
Are
keeping
you ready?
score, Jeremy?
I am.
All right, here. On your marks, get set, go.
Lost any sense of self-worth? Please help.
No.
I think I am experiencing depersonalization. Can someone tell me what's going on?
Nope.
What changes could happen?
No.
Given this information, how do you solve for a question A through D?
Yes.
Would I get a better deal changing euros to dollars than to pounds against euros direct to pounds?
Yeah.
Chinese and Russian jet fighters have buzzed American military planes as Obama's response has been weak.
No.
Help with a quince?
No.
TF, does this mean?
Yes.
I miss my old school a lot.
Yes.
Was the GF wrong calling the cops on me?
Yes.
I just got my iPad Air 2. I can't remember my Apple password or ID.
Yes.
GameCube mods, Dragon Ball Z sagas?
No.
Potty training help?
No.
Republicans, my religion forces me to use weapons or engaging in violence. Should I just join the police force or assert religious freedoms?
Yes.
Where are the rest of the questions?
Oh my gosh, we ran out of questions. Switch tabs.
Oh no!
Oh, I think I get an
Time's up.
automatic win there.
How many?
Well, actually, I think he gets disqualified, folks.
Why?
Because he gave 2 non-yes or no,
No, he
answers.
didn't.
He said nope.
I
and
said
he said
nope, and I
yeah.
said yeah.
Oh no! Disqualified. Oh man, sorry, Trevor.
Sorry, I was trying to get casual with this.
You
were.
Got too cash, man.
But I also want to say, had Kyle had more questions, he may have beat you, Eric.
Yeah, what was he at?
Because he had 14.
If he had played by the rules.
Had he played by the rules, but he had 14.
I don't know what
thought
happened.
maybe it was a technique. Like he was like, I'm going to throw the yeah in there just to make it short so I can just keep flying through.
I did not actually mean to do that. I like to be more
It's like
creative
it wasn't
with my-
loading enough questions for us anymore.
Well, I think the
sad.
internet knew that he was disqualified.
Oh, now this time it would have given me more. Sorry, Trevor, but you disqualified yourself.
I suppose.
I'm
Disappointing.
sorry.
The first disqualification for breaking the rules.
That was a good one, but you know.
You got to put that in there. It goes down as disqualified. This has been Advice in 60 Seconds. Next week, can we have a new record holder?
Yes.
Will we have someone that gets disqualified?
We hope so.
No.
Maybe.
You'll have to tune in to find out.
All right. Well, that brings us to the end of the show, and this week we do not have any emails, unfortunately. We did not receive any emails from you kind people, and we wish that we would have. We wish that you would interact with us. Please send your emails to us at iwannaget@meninatub.com. That's IWANNAGET @meninatub.com. We will read your emails on air almost like I don't think there's. I mean, if you got real weird and gross or something, we probably wouldn't read it. But we would read about anything you sent us on here. As long as it's not too long.
You're not going to read the comments
something
I left on a YouTube video?
Oh.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
Wait, you left a comment on
did.
YouTube? No, we're not going to read your comment.
That doesn't count. You're not that special of a special guest.
I'm sorry. But yeah, go and follow our YouTube page if you'd like.
We did have quite a few Twitch new followers in the last week. So
yeah, thank you again for all of you. Slendy, goodbye. Thanks for sticking around the whole show. You're awesome.
You are great.
Thanks for following us. I saw that you followed us on Twitch. That is fantastic.
Awesome.
So yeah, we like hanging out with you guys here at 11 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday nights. We will be here. You can also get the audio version on iTunes if you're not listening on iTunes already. Like I said, email us. Go to find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Yeah, we'll post random videos on YouTube. We just posted a video the other day of Trevor opening the collector's edition of Metal Gear Solid 5.
That's what
which,
I commented on.
Yeah. And would you just say your comments so we can get it out there?
I said, fake. The game is still in a box. This was a waste of my time.
So we never took the game out of the plastic box, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
So
Nathan trolled us.
Yeah, you trolled
some
our own
special
video.
guest you are.
I'm that special.
Hey, Slindy informed us that we're on at 6:29 UK time. So
yes,
that's good. Is that AM? I'm assuming. So maybe
he said goodbye.
Okay.
Yeah,
but anyways, that's early. So
may have to get to work or go to bed. You know, I mean, there's things to do.
But yeah, so that's follow us on YouTube. You'll find things there. And
The Men in a Tub.
Yeah, you have to search
on YouTube. It's The Men in a Tub.
The THE.
With the definite article.
But I don't think there's anything else that we would need to discuss. I think everything is good and happy, and we are glad that you came along on this journey with us.
Even Kanye.
Yeah,
and Kanye, thanks
you.
for joining us. Thanks for keeping your mouth shut, you big yappity.
He didn't like that you said that about
He didn't like that at all.
I'm sorry. But we will see you all some other time in the future.
Yeah.
This one goes out to Trevor.
Hey, I have to say, I was one of the first ones in this group that liked that show.
You got it from me, girl. Sex hair. It's such a pretty rat's nest. Sex hair.